Respected and distinguished colleagues at the bar, intellectuals, academicians, students, friends and fellow citizens. I wish to speak today on an issue that lies at the intersection of the constitutional law, parliamentary democracy and political morality. The Anti-Defection Law, constitutional morality and future of Indian democracy, and its future, the Anti-Defection Law's future in India. The immediate trigger for this discussion is reported rebellion involving a substantial group of Trinamool Congress MPs. However, this issue is much larger than one political party. It concerns the sanctity of electoral mandates, the neutrality of the constitutional offices, the functioning of the federal democracy, and the growing phenomenon of political engineering. The Anti-Defection Law was enacted in the year 1985 to address rampant defections that has destabilized governments across the country. Its objective was straightforward. Legislators elected on one party's platform or ticket should not betray the trust of the electorate for personal gain. Accordingly, the 10th schedule provides for disqualification of legislators voluntarily give up the party membership or violate party directions in legislative voting. But after 40 years, we must ask, has the law achieved its purpose or has political practice overtaken constitutional design? My friends, the current Trinamool Congress controversy illustrates the challenge. A group of MPs, that is around 20 MPs constituting more than 2/3 of the parliamentary party, seeks protection under the merger provision. Yet the Supreme Court has now clarified that legislators alone cannot manufacture a merger. The parent political organizations must also approve it. The Constitution bench in Maharashtra political crisis case made it clear that the legislative wing cannot sever its constitutional relationship with the original political party. This interpretation protects the integrity of political mandates. However, the problem goes much deeper, my friends. Across India, we have repeatedly witnessed governments changing not through the elections, but through the resignations, defections, and post-election political realignments. This raises a serious constitutional concern. When citizens vote, they vote not only for the individuals but also for political programs, alliances, and leadership choices. If governments are altered through defections after elections, the democratic mandate itself becomes vulnerable. Another major concern is the role of the Speaker. The Speaker functions as the adjudicator of disqualification disputes, yet speakers are themselves political actors. This structural contradiction has repeatedly produced allegations of delay and partisanship. Recognizing this problem, the Supreme Court has intervened in cases such as Kihoto, Volahan, and Kaisham Megachandra Singh and Padi Kausik Reddy. The message from the court has been very clear that constitutional powers cannot be used to frustrate constitutional objectives. Friends, the Anti-Defection Law contains another paradox. It punishes individual defections but protects collective defections through the 2/3 merger provision. In effect, the law discourages individual dissent while permitting mass political migration. This contradiction undermines public confidence in democratic governance. The challenge before India today is not merely legal, it is fundamentally constitutional. Baba Sahib Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution, warned us that constitutional democracy depends upon constitutional morality. No constitution, however well drafted, can survive if political actors continuously seek ways to defeat its spirit while formally complying with its text. Therefore, meaningful reforms are essential. The adjudicatory power of the Speaker should be transferred to an independent constitutional authority. The party whip should be restricted to the votes affecting the government's survival. Defectors should be disqualified from ministerial office for the remainder of the legislative term. Disqualification proceedings should be completed within a fixed time frame. Most importantly, we must reaffirm a simple democratic principle. Government should be formed and removed by the will of the people, not by political engineering conducted after elections. The debate surrounding the Trinamool Congress episode therefore presents an opportunity. It is an opportunity to revisit the Anti-Defection Law, strengthen democratic accountability, and restore public confidence in constitutional institutions. Let us remember Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's timeless warning that the constitutional morality is not a natural sentiment and must be cultivated. The future of Indian democracy depends not only upon the constitutional provisions but upon our collective commitment to uphold their spirit. Thank you. Jai Bhim, Jai Bharat, Jai Constitution.